Hello, my name's Luke, otherwise known as Binksy. I'm a 22-year-old solo traveller who's been travelling alone for over a year now, away from everything I know and love and any comfort zone I might have had. Now before we go on this cinematic expedition up a rocky mountain next to the Pacific Ocean, I want to give you a few things to think about. The fact you're watching this means you are thinking about travelling. So what is it about travelling that excites you? Is it the places, the people, the food, the unknown of it all? And with those questions answered, what's stopping you from discovering what the world has in store for you? Now we've set the stage, let us get out in the sunshine and dive into the lessons I've learned so you don't have to. Throughout this journey, I've learned a lot about myself and the lifestyle that comes with solo traveling. Firstly, I want to talk about the solo part of travel. Being alone in a new place with new surroundings, where you know no one and no one knows you, can be kind of scary, and no doubt it is, at first. This feeling also comes with excitement and apprehension for what comes next, and every day is a newly wrapped present waiting to be opened. Look at it the same as the fight or flight analogy. You can either be engulfed by your fears and run from the unknown, whether it was beautiful or ugly, you will never know, or overcome your emotions for even just a second and find out the fruits in which it bears. You will feel anxious and nervous, but we all have these emotions, and it's down to you how to control them, embrace them. It all starts with you. So let's say you're confident in yourself and decide you want to travel. You mention the idea to a friend, but afterwards you're having second thoughts. Why could this be? Unfortunately, we live in a world where other people's opinions can change how we think and can even manipulate our final decisions. I come from a city called Bristol, located in the southwest of England. As much as I love it, I've come to realise that social acceptance comes from fitting in instead of standing out. And that's before I've even unlocked my phone to the world of judgment. A simple passing comment like, "I couldn't travel alone," or "Are you sure you could do it?" fills us with self-doubt even after telling ourselves we would be great. From my time travelling, I've learned to be more confident in my own decisions and to block out any self-doubt created by this. Now I'm not saying don't listen to others, as sometimes it's good to hear a second opinion, but only from people who you care for or honestly care for you, or even someone who is experiencing or experience what you're going through. Once you start to care less about what others think, you will suddenly feel lighter and find out who you truly are, and how you think will fall into place instead of social media and people around you making those decisions for you. Now, with the hardest part being leaving your comfort zone and everyone you loved in the past, this allows us to start our journey through the beautiful unknown, the same way I'm starting my journey through this forest. Now when you think of the forest, with the sunshine beaming through the bright green trees and the birds singing in harmony with the whistles of the wind, it's one of the most peaceful places to be. Now if I told you to imagine all of that, but at night, it's hard to create the same picture. Traveling is the same analogy. If you imagine the world to be a scary place, then you will notice the evil in the world, and you will find it hard to think any other way. By imagining the world to be beautiful, something as little as exchanging smiles with a stranger can make your day. This can also be down to timing as well. And when I say timing, I don't mean planning the right time to travel, but the complete opposite. Why wait to enter the forest when it starts to get dark, but instead get out there now and watch the world become as beautiful as a bright green forest in the summertime, if not better. Now we have talked about the foundations of starting your traveling journey and creating the right mindset to enjoy it to its fullest. It's now about maintaining it throughout your journey. One of the hardest things about traveling, and I'm sure every traveller would say the same, is missing family and friends, especially when travelling alone. I had so many moments where I thought I would crack and book that flight home, especially from travelling from A to B, as this was the time where my mind wasn't occupied and all I could think of was them. These are the moments where you truly learn about yourself and you can build the strength, not to forget about them or to stop caring about them, but the opposite. Use those emotions to keep you going and make the people you care for proud of you, as they wouldn't want anything else but for you to see the world if that's the path you want to take. Even though nothing is promised, I told myself no matter where I go, my family will be supporting me and will be there at the airport with open arms when the time is right. One of my favourite quotes of all time is, "To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did." This quote is so powerful and is the essence of life. Without feeling emotions you have never experienced, how do you expect to grow as a person? We are in a world where we have cheap entertainment, unlimited amounts of food, and a roof over our heads, so why leave it all behind us? This is a trap we all fall into. It's just a matter of knowing what it takes to get out. We all have it in us, but it's down to you to decide if you want to bring it out. With quick videos of everywhere in the world just one search away, why spend the money to see it in person? The same way you've watched me climb this mountain and thought, wow, that looks beautiful. I had no words. Real beauty cannot be put into words, but felt with our hearts, and that is the gift we have all been given. Get out there and see the world, because time is precious, and by doing so, you might just become precious to someone. I know you can do it, but do you know you can do it?